There are three key parts to dressing a person. And number one is understanding their color. Number two is understanding and dressing their body shape for its challenge areas. And number three is understanding their frame size. And this is what this lesson is about. So you have three women in front of you who are all three different frame sizes and heights and all of those kinds of things. But about, I would say probably, 15 years ago, I had a friend, and every time she would see me, she would say, "Oh, Sherry, you're such a rock star. You're such a rock star." I don't know what she meant. I don't know if it was when the term became really popular. I have no idea. But all I know is that when I went home, I would feel really good about the way that I looked. I don't know. It just was like, and I would tell my husband for about a week that I was a rock star. And truly, it was kind of one of those crazy things, but it kept resonating with me. And I thought, okay, I'm going to use that one day. And as I was putting together all of my information for teaching image consulting, I decided to use that. And so I also knew that when I was speaking from a stage, and when you're speaking from a stage, it's always good to have terms that you can use to help women relate to something. And so part of dressing according to your frame size means that you need to understand that a person who is small, like Wendy, shouldn't be wearing the same things as someone who is taller, like Kathy or me. And so I want you to picture with me a woman who is about 6'5". She's really tall, all right? 6'5", and she weighs 350 pounds. She's a big woman, right? And so I want you to picture her walking into a room, and she's wearing a dress that has teeny tiny polka dots on it. She's also wearing very small hoop earrings, and she's carrying a purse that's very small and tiny. Does she look bigger or smaller? Well, the answer is she looks bigger than she is because she's overpowering everything that's on her little things, her everything, right? So picture the same woman. She's walking into a room and she's carrying a big size bag. She has print that's larger. She has nice big size earrings on, and maybe a nice statement necklace on. Does she look bigger or smaller? No, she looks like she knew what she was doing when she got dressed that morning because she dressed to her proportion. And so I'm going to help you to understand that when you see a woman, what size accessories, handbags, and prints are you going to put on her? All right, so remember I told you about the rock star. So what I like to do is women who are 5'8" or taller, like Kathy here, is a rock star. So, Kathy, how's that feel? Good, yeah. Right? Yeah. So, a rock star is going to wear things that are bigger and bolder and larger. She can wear larger prints. She can wear bigger accessories. She can wear bigger hoop earrings. Okay, let's go to Leah. If you look at Leah, Leah is about 5'5", correct? Women who are between 5'3.5" and 5'7.5" are going to go into the movie star category. So our movie stars are going to wear more medium range things. Look at her necklace as compared to Kathy's. Kathy's is larger. Leah's is more medium. So movie stars are going to wear more medium print. She's going to wear a more medium size handbag. And then coming down to Wendy. Wendy is what we call a glamour girl, right? And when you say that to your audiences, ladies, they usually hoot and holler. I usually have them stand up and I'll say, if you're 5'3" or under, stand up and then wave at everybody and say, hello to all the glamour girls. And they do, because women will just do what we tell them to do, right? And so you wave, and then I do the same with the movie stars and the rock stars. So have fun with this. Make sure that you might want to practice a little bit, because sometimes it can come off a little, if you're a little dry, it'll come off a little dry. So make sure you practice it on a few people. But But Wendy, our glamour girl, is going to wear smaller size things. She's going to wear smaller accessories. She's going to wear smaller prints. She's going to carry a smaller handbag. Now, in determining the scale, you are also going to take into account the weight, not weight, but size of a person. Now, I don't want you to say that out loud. I don't want you to tell somebody that. But the way I have kind of fixed that is that glamour girls can wear small to medium size things. Movie stars can wear medium to large. Rock stars can wear large to oversize. Make sure that you have your downloadable notes so you can be taking notes on this. So small, medium, large, but small to medium, medium to large, large to oversize. Why? Because what if we have somebody who is 5'3" or 5'1" or 5 foot, but yet she wears a size 18 in clothes? I don't want to put real teeny things on her because it just doesn't look right in proportion. But I wouldn't want to put rock star size things on her either. So if I can take her up to the medium category, that works. So that's giving you a little leeway in doing that. For example, same holds true if you've got somebody who is a rock star, yet she has a very tiny frame. So maybe she's a size 2 or a 4. Then you want to only keep her in the large. You don't want her to go to oversize. All right, so make sure that you know that and keep notes, but don't tell them why you're moving them up the category. Just say, you're a glamour girl and you can wear small to medium, but I think medium would look better on you. You don't have to tell them why. You don't have to say, well, it's because you weigh more than maybe the person that's standing next to her. But you say, I think medium would look better on you. Remember, you are the expert. You are the one giving the advice. So help them to be the very best person that they can be, put themselves together the very best way. And that is understanding your information to be able to pass that on and work on an individual basis. Remember, people will say, and you'll hear in the fashion industry, there are no fashion rules. Well, that's the problem with why women don't know how to dress. Because they just are like all over the place. Women need guidelines. Once you know the guidelines, once you know the rules, then you can break them, but at least you're breaking them with some knowledge and guidance on why you're breaking them. So a glamour girl who knows that small is the best way to go, if she wants to up it and go to medium, then she can. It's kind of one of those rules that I'm giving you to know, but you're not really going to see that written, not even in my books. In my books, you're going to see small for glamour girls, medium for movie stars, and large for rock stars. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a visual. Now that you see their necklaces and you can kind of see what that looks like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what happens when we give them the right size or the wrong size handbag. So Wendy, I'm going to let you hold this purse right in front of you, if you will. And wow, that kind of overpowers her. Where did Wendy go, right? And Kathy, I'm going to let you hold this bag right in front of you. And you can see Kathy overpowers that. Correct? Okay, so now let's switch bags and give this one back. And you can see that they're in proportion. Oh, what are we going to do with Leah? Well, Leah, let's give you a bag and you're going to hold this right in front of you as well. And so you can see they're all in proportion. Hold it up just a little. So we've got our small, medium, large, our glamour girl, our movie star, our rock star. All right, so you've got that down. Make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're in the right print, handbag, accessory size, so you can look completely put together. That will make a difference in the way that you dress. Okay, and the way you dress others. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your bags back, ladies, and I'm going to teach you, our student out there, on what color handbag to pick if you're only going to have one. So if you were to ask an audience, what you would say is, if I were going to give you $200, which I'm not, they all crack up, to buy a handbag, and you could only have one handbag that you're going to carry for 10 years, what color would it be? And typically the whole audience yells out, black. I mean, we might get a few browns here and there, but for the most part, people think black goes with everything, right? Except we know that it doesn't, especially if you're a soft. And so here is the answer. I'm going to use you two for this, all right? So let me grab this bag over here. Wendy will use your purse. All right, so if you'll hold that in front of you, and you'll hold that purse in front of you. All right, so take a look at them. Now, we're not looking at size. We're looking at color only. So ladies, now I want you to swap bags. The answer is, image consultants, the answer is that you match your hair. Do you see what just happened? We created a head-to-toe look with just a purse that will make sure that no matter what she is wearing, she will always look put together, and the purse will go with everything that she owns. So swap back so our student can see. Okay, mix up crazy, right? Go back. And you can see that it works. So if they're only going to have one, now you're going to have people ask you, well, can't I have a red bag? Can't I have a purple bag? Can't I have, whatever, orange, pink? Yeah, absolutely. My question to you was, if you're only going to have one bag, if you're going to have one, make sure you match your hair. So if you're going to spend a lot of money on a bag, make sure you match your hair at least somewhere in there so it will coordinate with you and work with most of your wardrobe. That's it for scale and frame size for accessories, prints, and handbags. I love this lesson, don't you?